What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. Those of you catching the replay, though, make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. So whenever we do these live chats, you can take part right along with us. So we will have Randy from the channel Fragrance Dude and Dedrick Hicks Jr. from the channel Dedrick Hicks Jr. here in just a little while. We did a decant swap, so I've got 5 from Dedrick. Don't want them to fall. Of course, they started to fall. And I'm sure the same thing's going to happen with the 5 from Randy. And 2 of them fell. Lovely. Go me. And then they each have 5 from me. So Randy sent me the same 5 that he sent Dedrick. I sent each of them the same 5 and so on. So we're going to have a little fun with it. Kind of do not quite what me and Justin did because we kind of made it a guessing game. Whereas they're labeled. We know what we're getting into. We're just going to see what we think about them. So these are ones we just wanted each other to really try and see what each other thinks. And as far as my scent of the day, the new Jasada Titanium. When this opens, I immediately, like, as soon as I sprayed it, I was like, this is super familiar. And it took me a second, but I was like, Lamari Porthole. And then I get a little bit of a reflection, man. A lot of pink pepper in the top, too. Like, that's where all the sweetness is that pink pepper. Then it starts to settle in. It's much more spicy, kind of milky, creamy, metallic. Like, I see where people are getting the Pegasus tie-in. It definitely does have a Pegasus tie-in, but I also get a little bit of like YSL as it starts to settle down. Just kind of hovering underneath, like there's a little bit of a blue fragrance feel to it. Just in the heart, like specifically Y. It's loaded with aromatics, spicy, a little sweet, powdery iris at its core. I'm digging it. I'll have a video out on it tomorrow, but so far so good. I got 4 sprays around the neck. I've had the one on my forearm for time is it now 6:02 my time since 1 o'clock. So 5 hours now. It's still radiating off my forearm. So performance doesn't seem to be an issue. Reminds me of several different things without smelling exactly like any one particular thing. So far, I think it's a pretty good release from them. Fingerprint magnet, though. The bottle looks cool, but it's a nightmare. It's an abs. I mean, literally. Let me see if it'll pick it up for you guys. You see all that? This is a brand new bottle I got today. It's a nightmare for fingerprints. Smells good, though. It has their magnetic cap, great atomizer, the whole shebang. Smells nothing like Ambassador, Intense, or Ambassador, so I think it's just in that bottle. I don't think it's technically in that line. Who knows? But they'll be jumping on around the 10-minute mark. I see we got 90 people already. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. It does help. Let's get caught up in this chat real quick. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. I hope we have a great live. Jim's good to see you. Still at work. Drop in and say hello. We're in Greenlee. And day 3 downtown Deja Vu. Hell yeah, some good choices. Good to see you, Manny. Never tried that one. Always a pleasure to see Joel wearing Womo Urban Feel. That I do. A real special called Ramon Monegal Flamenco. Check it out later. Never heard of that one. I've heard of the brand. I haven't heard of that fragrance, though. Dan, not the man. What's going on, my man? Wave Musk, excellent choice. Excellent choice. Saltwater Aquatic with some grassy green notes. How are you, sir? Going to be in and out while in class, but listening to Rolly Musk by Precious Liquid, Senonite's Moon in Blue by Dua. Steel Warrior wearing Luminous Night. I haven't reached for that one in a long time. Good to see you as well. Indeed, FWO for life. That's kind of funny. I haven't seen it either because, yeah, y'all know Randy doesn't care for Dallas. Shout outs to Dallas, who hasn't spoken to me in years. Hope he's doing well. Let's see. The Icon perfume specifically. So good news. Speaking of Icon, that particular fragrance didn't ship yet, but finally on the 16th, 14 days after being purchased, Profondo Parfum has shipped. I got a shipping notification, and the Jean Lo fragrance that I bought is the only one that shipped from the recent order, but the Issey Miyake fragrance from 11 days ago didn't ship yet. It's all over the place. So I'm going to have partial packages all over from Joma Shop. It's hilarious. Let's see. Say, because Ross has not smelled it yet. I mean, y'all do your thing. You know, don't worry about me. Bought the whole Icon line for like $50. I didn't even know they had an elixir. That just came around, too. I think it's the newest one. No, they're cheap. Those Antonio Banderas ones. I have the EDP, the perfume one. I have the EDT coming, the one that's kind of like Sauvage. So I want to check that one out, and then I'll end up getting the elixir at some point, too. Really good for the money. At least the EDP, the black bottle one, is really good. Kate Alfredson, beautiful fragrance. I can't complain. E, what's going on, my guy? Wearing a Ventus, rocking the so-called king. No arguments here. Hawas Ice, beautiful fragrance, excellent choice. Renaissance, probably, I'm going to call it top 3 spring. I'm not going to say the best spring fragrance because it's hard for me to pull away from my 2 favorites that I always go to with being my favorites, with Artisan Blue and Aqua Celestia Forte. So I'll put Renaissance right there with those, and we'll just make a little group of 3 as what I believe to be the 3 best, at least my 3 favorites for spring. Danielle, good to see you. Giancarlo, always a pleasure. 3 Musketeers, I'll take it. I'll take it. Carasso Bay, good to see you. Great choice. I'll be wearing that when the summer rolls around. Umbra Calabria, Invictus Legend, waiting for Invictus Parfum. Seems like my order is delayed. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I love it. I featured it today. Man, I don't know how many of you saw. I got a reminder today about how much I love Invictus Aqua 2018 because somebody, I put it in my stories on the TLTG page on IG. I did like a little goofy thing, like somebody sprayed it. And I know it when I smell it, Invictus Aqua, and nobody was around me. And it smelled like I was wearing it. And at the end of it, I was like, and if you happen to see this, whoever you are, you smell great and you spray too damn much because it's way too strong. Because I mean, that whole gym smelled like Invictus Aqua 2018. It smelled great, but I mean, nobody, like the closest person to me had to be 20 feet away, like good bit away. And I don't think it was that person. I think it was some people that were close to the front desk. I was by some cables that were kind of by the front door. Man, somebody sprayed the hell out of Invictus Aqua 2018. But point being, I'm almost ready to anoint Invictus Parfum as my favorite Invictus. I'm getting there. Because it's kind of all of them. I keep calling it the highlight reel fragrance for a reason. It's kind of all of them, minus the Victories. I don't think it smells like either of the Victories. But the rest, kind of all of them. Hoffman, good to see you, my man. Crete Silver Mountain Water. Great stuff. Anthony, good to see you. Let's see. Trying to get caught up here. Legacy, great choice. John C., good to see you. Imaginary Authors, The Language of Glaciers. My phone's sliding off. Let me grab that real quick. I'm already confident this one is one of the house's best releases. Noted. Roja's Scandal Parfum from Mr. Bean, flexing on us with a pricey parfum from Roja. Okay. There is a Roja Parfums fragrance featured today. I did send them Harrod's Parfum Pour Homme, which is one of my absolute favorites. I can't wait to see what they think. So when I made the decants, obviously leaked on the collar a little bit, and I wiped it with the bottom of my shirt, then went to the gym, and all I could smell, because it left an oil stain on the bottom of my shirt where I wiped around the collar, all I could smell in the gym was that beautiful sweet citrus. It's so damn strong. That stuff's like glue. There's such a thing as a citrus fragrance that acts like glue in your skin. It's Harrod's Parfum. Good to see you. So we got my guys backstage. We'll bring them on in about 2 minutes. I'm going to try to get to a decent stopping point with you guys, and then we'll bring them on and kick this bad boy off. Huge live stream today. Smash that like button. Let them know, Kyler. I would think before it's all said and done, we should have a decent crowd. We got a little over 120 right now in the first 8 minutes. I sure appreciate everybody. Like Kyler said, hit that thumbs up. It does help. It definitely does help. Sean Conley, good to see you, sir. Sense of Wood, Eucalyptus, and Cherry. Brian Taylor Reviews, wearing Lyric Man. Ooh, boy, I haven't smelled that one in a long time. That's on the need to buy a bottle eventually list. My decant has long been gone for years and years and years of that one. I've been procrastinating that purchase. Eric, good to see you. Navatus Vivamore. Send a day Invictus Parfum for Danielle. What do you think about it? You enjoying it? So like I said, I'm damn near ready to anoint it as my favorite Invictus. Please, any of you make a review on the new Heaven Exact clone from Sensual Obsessions. I did. Whenever you're ready, check it out. You just go ahead and type in TLTG, Heaven Exact Sensual Obsessions in the search bar, and you go ahead with your bad self and watch that live stream whenever you're ready. I did like 2 months ago. So the search bar can be your best friend when you're looking for a video. I'm just letting you know. Rockin' Juicy Maximus today. Ooh, you're one of the best smelling people in the chat, in my opinion. Just grabbed Banana Republic Vintage Green from Marshall's on the way home from work. Liked all the BRs so far and heard good things. I mean, they're good cheapies. They really are. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, guys. I apologize. PJ, good to see you. Hi from Philly, the Harmonist. Magnetic Wood Parfum. So I'm skipping ahead a bit. I apologize, guys. I want to get close to the bottom and go ahead and bring my guys in. What's going on, Jason? Scent of the day is a plethora of fragrance. Been testing new fragrances today. Josh, good to see you. LeBeau Paradise Garden. Excellent choice. All right. Skipping ahead. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm having to skip so much. I see you, Newt. I see a bunch of great names in here. My apologies. Coach Green for Hot Ass Temperature in Dallas, Texas. Really looking forward to tonight's live. So with that said, we have made it to the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Fragrance World Order proudly brings to you my tag team partner first and foremost. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dedrick Hicks Jr. And then our manager for this evening's tag team match, I guess is how we got to look at it. Since my guy, Randy.
What's going on, man?
Good to see both of you. How are you gentlemen doing this evening?
Pretty good, pretty good. Glad to be here. What's going on, Randy? What's up?
What's going on, D? What's up, Ross? Thank you guys for having me. It's going to be fun. We got some fragrances and can't wait to talk about them.
That we do. Well, we got to start off right. Randy, I'll start with you. What are you wearing today?
I'm actually wearing one of my 4 decants of Suspiro Vibrato until I get the full bottle. And like I told you, it's one of my favorite fragrances. So the ginger in that is just no joke. It's kind of just like Ingenious Ginger if it wasn't warm and it was better in every other aspect.
Yeah, because you definitely get a lot more citrus and fruits out of Vibrato than you do Ingenious Ginger, I find, anyways.
Yeah, no, completely. It's just the only thing that Ingenious has is that warm amber that you don't get in the Vibrato. I just love it.
They're all beautiful in their own right, in my opinion. Like Kajal 3, I'm like, cool, I don't need nothing else. But I still kind of want Vibrato too.
Right.
You know, I can't help myself. But D, what you wearing?
One of my new personal favorites, actually, from the house of Essential Parfums. We went with the Bois Imperial today. Bois Imperial.
Nice.
I've been wearing it. I love it. Woodsy, musky, spicy. Fox and hay. It's fantastic, man. So this is some great stuff here. Wore to the office today and got some love for it too. So that's my scent of the day.
It's Ganymede if Ganymede was an everyday wear. Kind of.
That's what I've been told. I've never smelled Ganymede before, but that's
Ganymede's a little bit more of a challenge. It's kind of a cult leader of a fragrance in some ways. Like some people just don't understand why people rave about it, and then some people absolutely rave about it and think those that don't are crazy. So it's one of those kinds of fragrances.
Now that you say that, I completely agree with you. I didn't connect the 2 dots, but now I connect the 2 dots. Yeah,
makes sense, right?
Yep.
I love it. I'm not in a rush to
same
try
perfumer.
Ganymede.
The DNA is clearly there. Like the first time I smelled it, because the first time I smelled Ganymede was with Justin. Then the next time I saw him, he brought Bois Imperial, and we talked about it, and I smelled it and totally get the tie-in, see where he's coming from. If I was picking one, it's Bois Imperial. You know, it's much
I'm not in a rush to smell Ganymede, so whenever I smell it, I smell it. So I'm good.
So, gentlemen, let's explain to everybody what we're doing here. I touched on it briefly for a moment. We have a few more people in here now. Again, hit that thumbs up on your way in if you don't mind. And make sure to subscribe to both of these gentlemen if you haven't yet. In the video description, you'll see I have both of them tagged. You just click their tag. It's a blue link. It's @ in their name. And go right to it and subscribe to them. Go ahead and do that real quick. Come on back. Actually, it'll probably minimize you if you're on your phone. And you could just hit subscribe real quick.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And, so the plan is to go one by one. I think the way we'll do this format is like, let's say we're going to smell one of Randy's decants. I think we'll just go at the same time and just kind of riff back and forth, and Randy can kind of guide us since he's the one that sent it, and so on. Dedrick do the same thing with me and Randy. I'll do the same thing with you two. And I will pull up Parfumos so we can look at what we're dealing with. So we kind of have the roadmap there. After a minute or so of us kind of sniffing on it, then we'll pull it up and kind of cross-reference. That sound good, guys?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So obviously one of the guests need to go first, and if I can't think of a better way than eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I'll give Dedrick the honors here.
Mo. And actually, that's who I landed on. So Dedrick, start us off. What should we smell first? Oh, and I should warn you, I did smell spicy leather a few days ago. Finally.
Yeah, I saw you posted it like on the thumbnail. I didn't even bother to say anything. So
yeah, well, Randy did. He was in that live stream. He's like, Dedrick sent that one.
Yeah.
It just so happens it was one of the ones I've already tried anyway, so that was that worked out.
Yeah, it's cool. As soon as I saw the thumbnail, I said Ross just can't help himself.
I didn't know I had it the whole time. Turns out I had it the whole time.
No, it's all good. For me, start with one of Randy's decants. I've been itching to smell New Harlem.
No. We're supposed to start with one of yours.
Yeah, one of yours.
One of mine?
Hey, you set us off. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I don't even remember what I sent y'all. I just remember Narcosis.
Here, I'll read them
Vertus.
off to you. You sent that Bashat Alri. You sent the commodity bergamot, which I have a bottle of, and
I've never tried
then the spicy. Let's start with commodity bergamot. Just get that out of the way.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Commodity bergamot. See what you
All right,
get.
so since it's a multitude of fragrances, I am going test strip. And no, I'm not going to end up on skin unless I'm just completely moved, guys. Because I know that people in the chat are laughing right now. Like, yeah, sure, you're not going to go on skin. Very bright, juicy citrus. It's got some pop to it, a little bit of like zest. Is there any spice in here? Because it's zesty.
It's a little fresh, spicy touch to it.
A little bit of a florally undertone.
It smells done to death, though. It definitely smells done to death, like a super redundant fragrance to many other bergamot heavy fragrances. Like it reminds me of like a
Bergamoto de
style, you know, Aqua de Parma, things like that.
As soon as I smelled this, after I bought it at Marshall's, I thought of Bergamoto de Calabria. That was like the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I thought it would be a good choice to send out. You know, summertime's coming up. And both of you gentlemen have a plethora of fragrances, but bright, fresh, the citrus in there with the bergamot, and there's a tangerine.
I was going to say there's something else in here besides just bergamot.
Yeah, it's either clementine or tangerine that's in there. It's just one of my personal favorites when it's really hot outside. I spray that on. So it's great for the summertime, especially if you're down here in Florida. It's almost a match made in heaven, honestly.
Highly rated for those that have rated it.
I like wearing it. Like if I'm getting sick of wearing Dior Homme cologne or one of those cologne fragrances, I like to spray this in place of it. I really enjoy it. I get a little bit of a floral undertone. I've never looked at the notes.
Jasmine and geranium as well as mint.
Yeah, jasmine is what I get. I get an undertone of that at about maybe 10 minutes or so.
It's drying down pretty quick, and it's becoming like mostly mint for me. I think it's that
it'll do that on paper. It'll do that on paper. On skin, it does a little bit different for me.
Yeah, because it's like super like peppermint candy cane kind of minty right now on this test strip, which I'm here for. I like a good mint note.
Yeah, it's good.
It seems very refreshing.
Yes,
see, from I get a lot of bergamot. The mint comes through, but not like super dominant for me. At least on skin.
For me as well. For me as well. On skin, it doesn't come through too crazy. It's there, but I'm with you, Randy. That's what it does on my skin too.
You know, if I'm throwing a first impressions rating based on what I'm smelling in this test strip, which I do really like what I'm smelling, I think it's a very good fragrance, 7 out of 10 kind of stuff. It smells done to death. Like you said, Bergamoto de Calabria. Yeah. Just Aqua Parma's style in general comes to mind. It does smell of decent quality too. It doesn't smell super unnatural and chemical. Yeah, I think 7 out of 10 is kind of a good sweet spot for this one.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
What do you think, Randy?
Yeah, I'm around a 7.5. But my scale is a little bit different. You go lower and higher than me. I'm kind of I stick between like 7.5 and 9. I don't really go above that. I haven't got a 10 on my channel yet, so
it took me a long time to get just the one.
Yeah,
hold them near and dear. Don't whore them out like everybody else does.
But I think I'm pretty sure I rated this a 7.5, and I'm going to stick with that.
So Brandon, same thing for me. I got my shipping notification today. Profondo Parfum finally shipped today, 14 days after I ordered it.
Yeah, they screwed the pooch with that one.
Yeah, ships 1 to 3 days, my ass.
Roman Shop's a trip, man.
I had somebody come defend him yesterday in the comments of my live stream. Like, I've never House Adams. Shout out to House Adams. He's a long-time subscriber on the channel. He's like, man, you got to go after the stuff that's in stock. If it shows 1 to 3 days, they're waiting on it. Well, they shouldn't greatly undershoot their estimate on how long then, because it seems to be everything that's anywhere from 1 to 3 days or 5 to 8 days is 2 weeks minimum for me every time.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me before. I don't know. It's like they have a brand new person in shipping every week or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
I like it. So let's go ahead and move on. Randy, why don't you go ahead and hit us with one? What should we check out?
All right, so I wasn't thinking about the weather outside, so I sent you guys like 3 cool weather ones and 2 warm weather ones. So I want you to try, because I got this specifically because I know what you guys liked from my last live stream. Santal Boisé by Versace. I want you guys to try
Okay.
that. I've been waiting for you guys to try this, and I hope that it doesn't get bad reviews.
All right. I'm going to put it on paper here.
See what we're working with.
Hmm.
It doesn't remind me of anything specific, so that's a good sign. It's very ambery.
Yeah, about to say very ambery and get a little spice for sure.
This is a very much an autumn vibe kind of fragrance. And it doesn't necessarily strike me as evening only, because certain fragrances you would think are more date night traditional. I like to wear during the day in the fall and winter, like the Wanted line, for example. I hardly ever wear those in the evening. I wear them during the day.
Is it a leather in here?
Slight touch, but this is a sandalwood based fragrance.
Okay.
It's amber. It's amber sandalwood, but for me, what I get is similar to the dry down of Noir Ombre.
I don't find it that spicy, at least on the paper. I don't get the kind of spice I get from Noir Ombre.
No, it's like I'm talking about like when you get further into the dry down, when it comes out a lot of that sandalwood and the amber and stuff like that. I get a big similarity to it. And this is one of the Versace private lines. And I think this is my favorite sandalwood amber mixture. And I know that Dedrick usually likes sandalwood and amber.
Yes. Yes. It kind of reminds me of a spice or a take on Royal Crown.
Which one Royal Crown, though?
The Noor.
Did I send that?
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Okay, so I know to expect this is going to smell kind of like that.
My fault. It just muscle memory, I guess.
It happens.
But it smells really good. I like this.
Yeah, wait till that dries down, and on skin the sandalwood creeps up a lot more. It's a lot more creamy. But it's one of my favorites, and it's usually $250 or so, but really beautiful bottle. And I just bought my bottle, so I gave you guys the rest of my 10 milliliter decant. And there's another one in your list that is kind of like a lower end version of it that I kind of is in the same realm, that I wanted you to try both and see which one you like better.
Okay. So I don't know if it's just the test strip, but I'm not getting the level of spice you would think when you see this note breakdown and the way the accords have been rated on here, because they rate spicy as #1. Now, maybe on skin, I would get a much closer tie-in. Like I totally get the Noir Ombre tie-in. It just doesn't come across as spicy on this test strip to me.
Honestly, it's not super spicy, to be honest with you. I did see that when you pulled it up. To me, there is a spiciness to it, but the sandalwood and amber are what dominates the fragrance for me, especially the sandalwood and the dry down.
Yeah, for me,
I think definitely a bit better than the Bergamot fragrance. It's more interesting, I think, would be the better way to look at it. You were going to say, Dedrick?
No. I agree. I don't. I do get the now that I see saffron, it's a saffrony touch for sure, but it's not overly apparent. Like to be the head of the pack here of the notes. Definitely get that ambery. I do get a creaminess to it as well, so that makes sense for sure. But
that might be where you're getting that leather hit that you were talking about. Saffron come across leathery sometimes.
I definitely pick up that immediately when I first smell it. But I like this a lot. This is really good.
It's normally $250, and on Joma right now it's $130, which is the one that I was trying to tell you the other day. For that price, I think it's really good.
What do you rate it, D?
First impressions rating, I'll give this 7.8 out of 10.
That's very specific.
7.8, almost an 8, but I'm smelling it on paper. Maybe on skin, we can go a little higher.
I'm thinking 8. I'm thinking 8 personally. I think it's great, actually.
For me, it's one of my 9s.
Yeah, this is really good. And I bet on skin it probably would
what, man? I didn't want to do this, but here we go. I mean, I got to see.
This is the kind of shit that happens. You get compelled to skin.
I got to see on skin.
Do what you got to do, man.
I got to see. I got to see.
What's good, Boz? Just saw you in the chat.
Boz just can't keep one name for more than a week. Now it's Bad Boz. What's up, Boz? Man, this is some good stuff.
Man, yeah. On skin, the spices are a little bit more apparent.
I figured.
Yeah, this is really good. Wow.
When we're done with it, I want you guys like all of this. So that's the one I want you to come back and dry down and test it out.
This is really good.
Put that to the side right here. So D, is it getting a bump now that you got it on skin?
Yeah, because on skin, it's the spice I prefer. I like the spices than the sweetness. So that's my style. I don't really like sweet and spicy. So I'm going to bump this up to, actually, I'm going to bump it to an 8.5 out of a 10. Because, yeah,
0.7.
I get the nutmeg with that blend with the saffron. That's kind of giving off like a soft, suede leather feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like this because it got that masculine tone to it for sure. And a touch of sweetness on my skin. So it's good.
I was shocked there was no cashmere wood. That it really pops to me like there was a little bit of a cashmere in that, but it wasn't. I mean, it might be something else that is popping off that way. It's just on skin. It comes off a bit like an effervescent woodiness almost. But
well, you never know because the molecule could be in there at a smaller trace amount, and you're picking it up specifically because that formula you're looking at right there, that's not everything that's in there.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, even like Roja Dove's breakdowns with like 30 notes. I bet there's something else in there that's not listed.
This is good.
That's based on conversations I've had. And I mean, even having Mike Day 3 not that long on live stream, it's never the case. There's always, smaller percentage amounts in that blend that if they don't necessarily stand out, they might not get listed. And only certain people will detect them. That could be the case for you.
Could be. So what do we got from you, Ross? I have one that I really want to try.
So which one is that?
Porthole. It just sounds like something that's like tropical.
Go for it. Lamari Porthole. Dedrick, have you ever tried that one?
I never heard of it till just now.
Is it tropical? I hope it's tropical because Porthole reminds me of the ship I was just on. So
I don't know. Why don't you smell it and tell me if it comes across tropical to you?
Okay. Lamari Porthole.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I love that reaction.
Oh, pineapple ginger.
What?
You nailed it. It is pineapple and ginger in there. Yeah.
Oh, that is
have you
bomb.
I mean, I know this is probably a
Passion
dumb
fruit as
question,
well.
but have you ever talked about this?
Yep.
Not a lot, though.
I've talked, certain videos. I'm so seasonal, man. It's not summertime.
Oh my goodness, this is
I got it last
fabulous.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Did you just say passion fruit?
Passion fruit. Yep.
Okay, so there's a fruity. I know there's pineapple and ginger, but there was some kind of fruitiness and I'm never good with like.
So the
exotic,
pineapple,
man.
bergamot, sea salt, passion fruit, ginger, white blossoms, caramel, white musk, and woods.
Yo, this is exotic. This is an exotic.
Oh my God.
It's like a salty sea breeze with tropical fruits, and obviously you get.
Man, this is sexy. This is
and this
fun.
is on paper. I didn't think I'd get this reaction on paper with you guys on skin.
Yo, this is fantastic.
I'm spraying it on skin.
Go for it.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, it's a banger. It's a banger. They're a niche brand. I forgot exactly where they're out of. A lot of their stuff are very marina style and based and themed.
Yo, look at that
Justin's been
breakdown.
doing a lot of work with them lately. This is the only one I have from the brand. Justin seems to have like 3 or 4 at this point. He's tried a few more of their offerings, but this one's impressive.
Yo, I need that.
What's the price on it?
Mid 100s, mid to high 100s.
I need that.
Yeah, I
I
need it.
need that.
You
It's
guys
good.
need to go out and buy this if you like tropical fragrances. And
At least try it. I wouldn't say go run and buy it, but try it, guys. It's fantastic.
But you know how many?
It's
Go ahead.
unique.
Do we get this from the website?
Yeah, you got to get it directly from them. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I'm not saying you can't find it at a discounter. I've also never really looked.
And what's this called? Porthole?
Lamari Porthole.
This is the
Oh
fragrance for
God.
people who like tropical fragrances but don't like coconut.
Stop it, bro.
Yeah, there's no
Stop
coconut.
it.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
coconut.
so
This is the
Fragrance Line doesn't have it. I think they keep it pretty close to the vest, so it's
There's
not really
definitely some, like, white florals in there.
discounters. Well, they do have white blossoms in there, is what's listed.
There's definitely some white florals in here.
So on skin, at least for me, I get a nice breezy sea salt iodine
Mhm.
accord. They're listing it as sea salt, but it's very much like a rich iodine. Like it's literally like standing on a dock, kind of salty air with all that
Jeez.
fruitiness and ginger. It's special. It's very airy, but it'll hang out on you all day.
Yo, this is great.
great.
This is great.
What are we
This is
rating them,
great.
gentlemen?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
And
So
it's just on paper.
awesome.
This is on paper for me.
I would have said it 8.5 on paper, but on skin, it's a 9 for me.
Yikes.
It's good stuff. I'm so happy that y'all enjoy it because that's not the
Wow.
one I was going to pick first, but Randy was so excited. Like, shit, why not? Let's go with that one. Then.
I saw
that's-
I didn't think it was going to go this way, though.
I saw the
No,
name
that's
Porthole
fire.
and I was like, that has to be something having to do with a cruise ship or something. So tropical maybe. And I was like, I need to try this.
No,
it's
that's
really
fire.
good. So they have what's showing right here as far as popular. They got 6 other offerings listed right here. I haven't tried any of them. I do want to see if they have a discovery set. I don't remember if they do, because I'd like to explore more from the house, because this was such a great starting point to really go about how the house is as a whole. It's good stuff. And then I have to take a brief moment. My man Climatic coming through in the clutch, $49.99 super chat. Checking in from the gym, boys. Sin of the day, YSLY80T. And for the wife, YSL Trench. My guy, I sure appreciate the continued and constant generosity and support of the channel, man. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. He's always flexing with him and the wife are wearing. Love that he does that.
Wow.
And most of the time, I'm surprised he didn't say your usual. Normally he says, let's go, boys, to start his comment. But I'll take it anyways, man. I appreciate the generosity. I hope you had a great workout. And like I said, always super appreciated, my man.
Seriously. Yeah, Climatic is a great dude. The other day he sent me a super chat and I wasn't live. You were. I was like, how does that even happen?
He's very much like Volcanus, but he likes to come over the top. Like literally, George gave a 1999 super chat the other day, so he's like, "Oh, here's 30." He came right after George and hit 30. Like he does that, even if he won't admit it. He does that.
Yeah, he's a great
and
dude.
I appreciate it. It's super generous. It really is.
I'm over here floored.
Yeah,
so they do have a discovery set on their site.
I could end this stream just by smelling that. I mean, it was that good.
Man, that's awesome.
So let's see. I'm gonna pull up the site real quick before we move on, just for anybody that's interested, because I mean these guys damn near came on themselves. They were so excited about this fragrance. So I had we got to take a moment and point it out for you guys real quick. If the website would load, that would just be, I don't know, fantastic. Doesn't seem to want to, so never mind, I guess. Technical difficulties. But I think we're moving back to Dedrick would be the one to set us off here, sir. Which should we go with?
Vertus Narcosis.
Narcosis?
I know I said that.
Yes, you did. I put it in the thumbnail because I wasn't sure. Like, I didn't want to just dig for a bunch of stuff, so I just put the Roja fragrance I sent, and then I put Narcosis because I knew you had sent that.
I have only tried Vertus Vanilla Oud. I have never tried any other Vertus, so this is a first. Well, I guess a second.
I want to get Chaos next. That's the next one I want to get.
Yeah, same here.
We got another semi-tropical, but it's kind of like dark and animalic.
Now, call me crazy.
Crazy.
I smell a marijuana note here. I smell cannabis. It comes across with that type of specific earthy green on this test strip.
Okay. I can see why you say that.
I get like
apparently
almost like
not there based on your reaction.
No cannabis.
I get like a slightly animalic, ambery tropical.
Okay, I could see that for sure.
I get a funky, earthy green.
And
I don't mean in a bad way either.
Paper is such a tell-all.
It can ruin an experience with a fragrance. Or it can make you give 9 out of 10s.
So Ross, one of your favorite notes right now is in that fragrance.
Frankincense?
No. Right now. You talked about this note more
mango?
than yes.
I don't smell mango at all.
It's in there.
I do get the tropical vibe that he's talking about, but I get this dense earthy green.
I do get a dense earthiness. Not much green, but it's more for me. I get like almost like a dark ambery tropical vibe. That's just what.
So
it's becoming more of a ripe fruit.
Yes.
Let me rephrase that. Not ripe, more rotten, leaning towards kind of like how mango was.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
There's an element of coffee in this fragrance as well.
Okay. I can see that.
That could be why it's so dark to me. Like it's got a brightness, but it's darker and earthier than I anticipated.
Yeah, this is niche.
Very.
Yeah.
Niche.
I find it strange to my nose.
Sure.
This isn't one that I would put in an office fragrance video.
I wore and I've wore it to the office twice.
I believe you. On skin I think would paint a different picture though.
Yeah. I really enjoy it.
It's almost got like this roasted barbecued, like, and I don't mean like barbecued meat when I say that, like charred coals in some way. Like that's the kind of smokiness I get from it.
Yep.
I honestly don't know what I'm getting from it.
I'm getting so wild, man.
It's wild for sure.
You're talking about this rotten fruit, and then but like I still am getting this kind of like animalic, ambery, earthy tone underneath, like you said, almost like a rotten mango.
There
like
is
almost
mango and
there.
peach,
Yep.
rhubarb and coffee.
Rhubarb, that's what it is. That's what I'm getting. I'm not getting the
That's
mango.
where I'm getting this green feel, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be the rhubarb because I don't see outside of cardamom anything else that would really do that. Maybe vetiver, but I think the vetiver and the coffee combo is my earthiness.
Vetiver shows up more on skin for sure.
This is a very interesting fragrance. It doesn't
Yes.
smell all that wearable for me, though. Like,
Okay.
not anything I would gravitate to, but
Okay.
I can still appreciate it at the same time.
Okay.
I honestly don't know if I love it or hate it. I'm like I'm nowhere in the middle right now.
It's very interesting, and I went through the ebb and flows when I first got it in, but the true appreciation came from when I actually gave it a full wearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Fair.
It's definitely interesting.
Now that you said rhubarb and coffee, it's like the rhubarb is totally showing your face and showing its face, and then like a dark roasted coffee underneath it. While it's not coming off like a realistic coffee note, it's coming off just kind of like dark and ambery coffee.
Yeah,
I think I like it. I think right now I'm going
I
to give
do.
it like a 7.2 though. Right now,
7.2. So that's a little higher than I'm going to rate it because I always factor in wearability for me personally. While I can appreciate it and I do find it to be an intriguing scent profile, this is some artistry here. There's a storytelling fragrance is how I feel about it. I don't know the story, but it seems like there's a story to this one. With that said, I think it's just better than good at 6.5.
Okay.
And better than good because it's so interesting and the quality's really good here.
Yes.
But the wearability is what drops it under that very good territory for me because it's just not something, at least based on this test strip. I haven't put it on skin. Based on this test strip, it doesn't compel me to want to spray it on skin.
For me, I heard that it was one of the more challenging from the house, and I was eager for that coming off of Vertus Vanilla Oud, which is top 10 in my entire collection. So when I got that in, it was exactly that. It was exactly that. Very challenging, very niche. So,
see, to me, it's getting a lot better on the test strip. That darkness is kind of fading a bit, and it's getting way better.
The fruitiness is coming out more,
and it's getting a lot more wearable.
It's a roller coaster.
So according to John C., the Vertus rep at Scent Explorer told him Narcosis is their biggest seller globally.
I could see that.
It's definitely intriguing.
Because on skin, I'm telling you, when it gets to the mid and it goes into the dry down, that mango starts to show out a bit.
But I'm starting to get more fruitiness as it's settling, even on the paper.
Okay. Good.
So, Randy, what direction should we go?
We'll go the direction of Dedrick with the Bond number 9, New Harlem.
I'm excited.
Pretty sure Atkinson had me smell this when we were at the mall in Tampa.
I am excited. I've been wanting to smell this for a long time.
If I remember correctly, he fussed me and freaked out and couldn't believe I never smelled it. And even did a short. I think that's the one we did a shorts video on his IG about.
There's a lot of notes that go to this fragrance, but it comes all together and it smells like something.
Yeah, that's the coffee note that I was looking for.
So
this one is kind of like I think I remember saying that this must be where EJ pulled inspiration for Om for the holidays. Therapy, coffee. That's the kind of smell I get here. Christmas scent.
This kind of. Go ahead, Randy.
I was gonna say no. You're the one smelling it, so go ahead.
No, but what were you gonna say?
No, what were you gonna say?
To me, it might have coffee, it might have aromatics, it might have this and that. To me, it smells like pancakes and syrup with spice.
Which,
oh my god,
brewing a pot of coffee and eating syrup on waffles this morning is exactly how I've always described Om for the holidays because that's exactly how this smells. That's why I say I'm convinced. EJ never told me this, but smelling this, which was the first time was in Tampa, I believe this had to be where he pulled inspiration and he made his take on it.
You took the words out of my mouth, man.
Yeah.
This smells like warm, fluffy pancakes with a light drizzle of syrup while some real coffee is brewing. I'm not talking about like a Keurig. I'm talking about
coffee.
Yes. Just Folgers in your cup.
I'm from Louisiana, community coffee.
And for anybody in the chat, if you cannot afford a bond, Michael Jordan Legend is at most Burlingtons, and it smells
similar
like this, but it has like a higher quality too for Michael Jordan. I mean, they're similar, but just in case you're looking for something similar to this, that works too.
It does smell. This is hilarious that Rich Money Cash said it's a Legend clone. They cloned a $12 fragrance. They couldn't help themselves.
Shout out Rich Money.
Love New Harlem. I love New Harlem, but Home for the Holidays is a bit better for me. Well, it's a much thicker fragrance. Like this is more an airier take. Like this is definitely a lower concentration than what EJ did, and it's more on the syrup with EJ's version. Like there's differences, but there's strong similarity. That's why I say this is clearly where he pulled his inspiration. May he rest in peace. That's my favorite Happy Land fragrance, by the way. Is Home for the Holidays. So. I don't have a lot of great experiences with Bond Number 9. I like Lafayette Street. I like I think that's it. Lafayette Street that I've smelled so far. But this is up there. On paper, this is up there.
It's very similar on paper and skin.
The funniest thing about this note breakdown, we're talking about syrup and waffles and all that. Nothing remotely descriptive about that in this note.
Yeah, that's why I said that. I had to point that out before you went to the note breakdown.
This is really good.
I mean, the coffee, but outside of that, we got lavender, patchouli, tonka, vanilla, amber, bergamot, cedarwood, green leaves. Nothing about, and it's gourmand is the main accord, which for sure, it smells delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah.
This is one of the few gourmands that it's like, this is my kind of jam.
This is nice.
This is 9 out of 10 kind of stuff right here.
Yeah, I'm not a gourmand lover. I'm really not. But it's something about this one that just puts me in the scene of how Ross started off with the breakfast going, the pancakes, the syrup, the coffee
brewing. Yep.
Randy, my man, appreciate you sending this through.
You're welcome. And you should also try if you like the Aventus DNA. I already know that, so you should try Scent of Peace. That would be a good one.
Or if you can find the very discontinued and difficult to find bondnumber9.com, my personal favorite Bond fragrance.
Yeah, that's good too.
It is very fruity. Very fruity.
I smelled Scent of Peace, and believe it or not, Randy, wasn't a fan.
Oh, okay. I'm not a huge fan of it because I don't like that style of DNA. But I was just
thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, but I wasn't a fan.
I like Greenwich Village as well. I think that one's nice. I won't think it's like, but bondnumber9.com is really good.
And I just like to give a quick shout out to Bleecker Street. I think everybody should experience Bleecker Street. It's amazing.
Yeah. I would love to.
You've never tried it?
No.
Shit. I wish I'd have known. Well, next time we do this, I'm going to send you a decant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know that. If I'd have known that, I'd have sent Bleecker Street.
If we'll do it again, then I'll get in on that Bleecker Street because I smelled it once before, but I don't remember it at all.
Well, we got to do it again, and that'll be one of my.
It sounds like we got our. The first
I can't do it in May though. May is going to be crucial. Like my diet got aggressive today on my check-in. Like she changed. We're carb cycling now. Like my low days, we'll get together. Low days. So it's about to get to a very crucial point for me. So
got a lot of birthdays in May anyway. My daughter's, my wife's, mine, all that. So
once I get to like the 3-week countdown, it's going to be like. It's gonna be rough to do my own live streams, let alone have people with me.
Yeah. Good luck. I mean, you're looking good, man. So good luck.
Thank you, man. I've been working my ass off. Not to do a shameless plug on the fitness thing, but I just wanted to point out, like, unless it's like the very beginning of May, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it till probably after June because I got 2 contests.
All good. We'll plan it out.
So
what's your next one, Ross?
I really want y'all to try Harrod's Parfum.
Okay.
I really want to know what you guys think.
Well, this was a close
call. If you don't like it, it will break my heart.
This was a close call because this was open when I got the package.
How the hell was it open?
The top was loose on it.
No shit. This is one of the ones that leaked too.
No shit.
Yep, it was close.
Snugged them down too. Damn.
It was close. But I got enough in here for sure. So let's see what we got. Was it Harrod's Parfum?
Parfum pour homme, yeah, because they have a
as
well.
That's great. Citrus, fresh, spicy, slightly.
Oh wow! This citrus is different
for citrus.
It's almost
thick
like
and
a.
sweet.
It's almost like a.
Wow.
It's almost like a Sprite candy.
You know what? I went to a orange farm like a few years ago, and the one of the farmers, I believe, he grabbed a very ripe orange, like right off the tree, and like cut it with a machete right in front of us. This is what that smells like.
Oh, you get orange. I get lemon and lime.
Trust me, there's all kinds of stuff in there.
I also get a good deal of violet.
So you get orange, you get bitter orange, you get lemon, you get lime, you get bergamot.
Yo, this is fire.
It has
this is fire.
It's pricey as shit too.
It has a nice fougerish undertone to it as well. I get some violet.
Spicy citrus.
Yeah.
Is there any green? Is there any green in here?
It smells like a green citrus, right? And the color scheme is green as well, but there's loads of stuff. So it's let me just go ahead and pull it up for you guys.
This is incredible.
Spicy citrus, woody fresh green, and I agree with all of it.
Oh my god.
Look at this breakdown.
Is there any mint? No.
There's geranium.
Geranium, okay. I get like
this
a
is
slight
incredible.
mint.
I get is it vetiver in here?
Of course. Pretty much damn near name it, it's in there.
This smells like one of the most natural fragrances I've ever smelled in my entire life.
Yo, this is fire.
It's one of when they first started really doing the Harrod's exclusive fragrances from these luxury brands. This stuff, I don't know if this was the first, but it was one of. It's been around since 2019.
Okay, so I'm going to switch my Lamari. I just smelled Lamari Porthole on my hand again. I'm switching that to a 9.3, and I'm moving Harrod's to a 9 for me. Because I still like Lamari Porthole. It's more my style. With that said, I would buy a bottle of this if it wasn't so jacked in price.
Oh, yeah, it's super expensive, man.
How much is a bottle?
From discounters, a few hundred.
I think it's like 300 or 400, isn't it?
Probably.
Golly, this is so good.
It's not even coming up on Fragrance Buy. They might not have it.
This is so good.
This might be fresh, but it's also a signature anytime scent.
Yeah, you can wear that for anything and everything because it's a thick and heavier citrus.
I'm telling you,
I don't know the exact concentration, but it's high.
It's
real high.
This dude plucked this orange from the tree and pulled out a machete and cut it in half.
So there you go. Wavy Pots looked it up from Harrod's at retail at $600. So so Kyler found it for $540.
$600.
Obviously, I didn't pay that. They sent it to me, but it doesn't change that it's phenomenal.
Well, thank you for the experience because this isn't it.
Well, that's why I like to when we do these decant swaps. Anytime it's Roja stuff, I know my people haven't tried. That's what I want to decant because it's like I got these beautiful gifts. I want to. It's not easy to buy them, so because they're so expensive. So that's
great.
See, the citrus is starting to fade, and I'm getting a little bit of this like cashmere woods mixed together with violet, and you still have that citrusy top. I love it. Violet. Yeah, I love it. I've been getting violet since the beginning. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Man.
It's top tier from the house for me as far as versatility, ease to wear, but it's so damn expensive, man.
I think just based on initial impressions, that's probably the best Roja I've tried so far.
I mean, I can understand the argument, man, because there is some really good stuff, man. Sweetie Oud's phenomenal. I would venture to say I'm
really about to do this. I'm really about to do this.
You about to give it a 10.
I'm about to give it a 10.
I'm gonna leave room for skin. I'm gonna go a 9.7.
Shit. So that's the one to beat for Dedrick right now.
So listen. I'm in Florida, baby. I'm down here with this heat. I'm down here with a lot of short shorts and t-shirts and sunglasses and shades. And when you step out the front door, this is what we wear.
And bruh, it radiates. It radiates off the skin, man. It is heavy.
I can imagine, man. 9.7.
It's heavy.
Yeah, that's great.
I bet not hit on my Lakers parlay tonight. Because if I do,
buying a bottle. Huh?
I'll find a bottle.
So who's Nick Swartzen? Patriot. So you don't remember him? Like you ever seen Grandma's Boy? A lot of the Adam Sandler movies.
Okay, yeah, I used to get compared to the look and the sound of the dude from. I can't remember it. Seth Rogen.
Man, that's great.
from Seth Rogen.
No,
I
people
see
always
Nick
told me
Schwartz
that.
before. I understand where Justin's coming from.
That is fire.
I always got
Wow.
Seth Rogen. I never got that one before, though.
That's funny. So that's one of my favorite roles ever is in Grandma's Boys, Nick Swartzen's role in there. So appreciate the
that's
super
fire.
chat.
Super fire. Wow.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fire.
so here's one for you, Dr. Banner. Hello. Late to the party, Scent of the Day Porthole by Lamari.
Wow.
So you're late to the party, but both these gentlemen raved and gave them 9s. Randy bumped it to a 9.3 as it started to settle on his skin.
Yeah.
They both loved it. That's one of the decants that I sent to them that we covered a little while ago.
To me, it's like
Man.
the Harrods is Florida and Lamari Porthole is California. It's kind of like that. It's just what I get from them.
Lamari's so much brighter and more. It's an airier fragrance overall.
Man.
It's good stuff.
That's good.
So Dedrick, we're back to you, my man. Where should we go next?
Well, y'all smelled spicy leather,
Mm-hmm.
so we can skip that one.
Yeah,
So
we'll just skip that.
I think I have the
You got
Noor.
Royal Crown Noor.
You
What's
got
the other one
Noor
up here?
and Al Ari. I've tried Noor before, but I don't remember it, so I'm gonna dive into
Okay,
that
we
again.
can go Noor. Let's go Noor.
I've never smelled it.
I love it. Love it.
Very barbershop immediately is what I think.
Interesting.
Really?
I get spicy aromatic right away.
I get like
Okay.
a balsamic amber,
Yeah.
kind of like a not the
It's
same,
ambery,
but
but I get a lot of like non-soapy lavender type of
Okay.
smell.
It's lavender in it. Yeah.
I get the kind of balsamic that you get from like Club Black, like it with like maybe like a little bit of saffron or nutmeg or something like that.
Okay.
This reminds me, it's kind of aromatic, soft, spicy, ambery. On paper, smells like a very warm barbershop style fragrance.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Interesting.
I get more warm, creamy, amber,
Mhm.
sandalwood, maybe a little bit of nutmeg or saffron, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm getting some spice. I get the amber. I get the lavender. This is
There's
something
some-
I would definitely rock.
There's some there's some leather in there.
Very
Leather makes
smooth.
Yeah, it's
Very smooth.
Leather makes sense.
It's super smooth. That's the first thing I picked up.
Well, it's
when I
Royal
got it.
Crown. There's some pricey stuff too.
Yes, it is. We're talking $500 a bottle, unfortunately.
This is really good.
No, we don't have Egypt in this mix.
No, Joe, I didn't send him Egypt. I didn't.
Man, I like this. I like this a lot. It's starting to settle in quick.
Yeah, man. It got like 50 notes to it too. It's fire.
This is one that I would wear a lot during the fall and winter.
Okay.
This is great business professional type of profile.
Man, when I got it in, I wore it back-to-back days to the office. And that never happens.
Oriental, spicy, animalic, woody, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get animalic, but I
Oregano,
definitely get the
really?
rest.
That caraway, the balsams, the labdanum, the myrrh, all these resins that all make sense. Tobacco is what's kind of throwing me for a loop. I don't get any tobacco-like elements here.
See, I'm still rocking with like a balsamic amber vanilla mix with some sandalwood and a little bit of spice. That's just what I'm getting.
It's gotten
very
way
simplistic
more
for me.
resinous. Way more resinous as it's settled in for me.
I like this a lot.
Because it dries down just so fast on the test strip, you know?
Yep.
This
And it
is
lasts too.
real good.
It's a
This
really
is
good
9
performer.
out of 10 too.
Yeah,
This
that's why I
is
rate it.
This is
That's why I
outstanding.
rate it.
This is very much outstanding.
I wore back-to-back days to the office when I got it in.
They're calling it an Oriental Spicy.
I'm going to say an 8.7 for me,
Okay.
but only because of the fact that I put Harrods at 9, and I feel like if my high rating scale is a little bit lower. And so for me, that's like A+ you must buy.
Well, it's easy to get to 9 if you can put, as far as a fragrance, when I say when you can pull the emotion out of me, that's how you can get to a 9 quick for me. As far
And
as
this definitely does that. Like this is of the ones that we've tried so far. The ones that I would buy a bottle of right now are Noor and the Lamari Porthole, because obviously I can't buy a bottle of the other one. because it's like $600, and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
outrageous.
paying that.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
But this is a pickup for me. I mean, I definitely, as long as it dries down how it smells right now, which it seems like it's a linear fragrance, it's not going to change too much.
Which is kind of wild with the note breakdown too.
Yeah,
It changes on skin. It changes up a little bit on you.
I like it a lot. Very, very well done, Dedrick. I like that. That was a great
Yeah,
one.
that's a
I'm glad
great
you
move
sent
right there.
Yeah, it's fire.
I tried
Fire.
it I tried it. I can't. Somebody sent it to me in like a really small decant. I can't remember. Couldn't remember it, and I didn't get that reaction. I think it was on one of my like 20 decant live streams.
So
It's
Joel
really good.
will not give up on this damn theme music, Dedrick. He asks me all the time.
What is it?
He's constantly.
I'll ask so you guys
I'll ask
can-
now so you guys can think of it before the end of live. What's going to be your entrance theme?
Oh, I don't know, Joe. We haven't talked at all.
That's exactly what I told him. We haven't had a conversation.
We haven't talked at all.
Are we talking about like what our favorite theme song is from them? Like
No,
old
because he's
wrestlers?
wanting us to pick a theme song for the FWO.
Oh, I was gonna say the NWO Wolfpack. That would have been mine.
It's too tied to the NWO though to pick one
Yeah.
of the NWO themes. You know.
We'd have to talk about that one.
Yeah, that's a discussion. That's not as on the fly as FWO was. So, Randy, where we going next, my man?
I don't know. Do we want to go to the one that smells like? No, I'm just gonna go with one that. Let's do the mystery.
Okay.
That's what I was about to say. I'm wondering about this one with the question.
I'm wondering about it too.
I put it as a mystery because there's a brand that I know one of you isn't a huge fan of, so I didn't want you to know what brand it was.
Oh boy.
Drop the damn
And-
cap. I'll have to pick it up after. Whatever. It's gonna drive me nuts until I find the damn thing. I'll drop the cap.
You know what's funny is our last live stream when we did this, you dropped the cap too, and you couldn't find it.
Go figure. Just wouldn't be a decant live stream, huh?
This is one that is a tale of two fragrances. It starts a certain way and it dries a certain way.
That's familiar at the top, though.
Yeah.
Is it rose in here?
No, jasmine.
Jasmine.
But it's like a spiced jasmine, though.
Yo, I smelled this before.
This smells
you?
familiar. Like, really familiar.
Have you tried Soleil Neige
No.
by Tom Ford?
No.
It's the
That
dry down.
explains why it's got the jasmine in it, because a lot of their fragrances feature this specific jasmine.
This is
Yes.
one that
Go ahead.
it starts out very spiced floral, but as it starts to dry, it gets to be a very creamy, high end like suntan lotion style fragrance that I really, really enjoy. And I don't like florals very much, as you know.
It's knock your socks off good because it's spicy floral on the top. It speaks to me directly, immediately, quick, fast, and in a hurry. I really like it's kind of unfortunate that I gave some 9s already. I don't want it to just keep being 9s.
You want to know why I did
I
mystery?
did do a 6.5 though.
I did mystery because I know you're not a huge fan of Tom Ford.
Who, me?
Well, the Soleil line. You said it the other day. You're not a huge fan of the Soleil, like Soleil Blanc and Eau de Soleil Blanc.
No. I do like them. I was saying if you have holidays, if you have one of those 4 holidays, Eau de Soleil Blanc or anything, you have all of them. If you have one of them, that's what I was saying. No,
Yeah,
I like those.
I usually don't like florals, but this one sold me, especially when you get to the dry down and it completely changes.
This is amazing. No, it's funny.
Is
that you
this
say
like
that,
a-
'cause me
is
and
there like
Dustin
a
will
lemon
not
or something
live
in here?
stream End of the month. that, D?
It's go ahead.
No, what were you saying, D? Because I was talking at the same time. My
Is
bad.
there some type of citrus in here?
I don't think that there is. I know it's a sandalwood jasmine mixture. I don't get citrus, but Ross, pull up the notes because
Soleil Neige?
NEIGE.
We got
Bergamot.
carrot seed,
Bergamot and
jasmine.
carrot. That's what. Yeah,
Bergamot.
carrot. The carrot seed is what I get the most, especially when it
So-
starts to dry.
So about probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, my local dealers they they brought me in the back and they let me smell some new stuff from Tom Ford that they didn't have on the counter yet.
Mhm.
Now I don't know if it was this one, but this immediately muscle memory kicked in from smelling this. But this is really good. Super unisex.
It is my favorite fresh Tom Ford fragrance, and that's saying a lot because I like a lot of them. I don't like florals.
I have most of their EDTs because I like their fresh fragrances so much.
Well, yeah,
I picked up Rose right away, and there it is, that Turkish Rose.
Is
I picked it up.
Yeah. See, I don't get Rose in mine.
No, I get it too, but it's definitely more about this spicy jasmine in the top.
Sorry, D. I don't really look at note breakdowns that much.
No. It's all good. It's just I picked it up right away when I smelled it.
Well, then good call, man.
Starting to get a little powdery on paper. My wife will love this.
Mine would steal this if I had a bottle.
Yeah, my wife will love this.
So the story behind this is a guy came into my wife's work wearing a fragrance, and he came in a few times. And she's a manager at Bruegger's, and he came in a few times, and she was like, "Can you tell me just what you're wearing? Because my husband's into colognes, blah 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 blah." And he told her, I smelled it, and I just fell in love that day. Bought the bottle, and it's one of the cheaper Tom Fords as far as buying it online. Like I got it for like $160 or $150 or something like that.
For them, that is cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. And it dries when the floral starts to go away, and it turns into a creamy sandalwood like suntan lotion, like high end. It's so freaking good. It's one of like walking on the beach. I love that fragrance.
It's good,
man. It's Dedrick. What do you rate it? Because I'm so torn.
For me, I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10. I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10.
That's kind of where I'm leaning to, is 8.5.
That's what I gave it to.
Because like again, where we live, the climates, it's perfect for it, man. It's just perfect. It's perfect.
This is like a nice button down summer day, spring day, daytime vibe. I don't necessarily pick. Yeah, this is like semi-casual, laid back kind of day.
Lunch during the day.
Going do a little shopping with the wife, grabbing some lunch on a patio somewhere, enjoying the beautiful day with no clouds in the sky. 85 degrees outside.
Just chilling, man.
Just chilling. Yeah, this is great. It's glad
an easy choice.
I'm glad you sent this, Randy.
Yeah, I really wanted to send that to you guys, and there's one more on I will have two more on my list, but the one is kind of just I wanted you guys to compare that to the Versace, but there's one that is my favorite spring fragrance that you guys are going to try soon.
Okay.
Well, with that said, it is now my turn, and I would like you gentlemen to try 8 and Bob Agnetta.
The one I thought was E and B.
Yeah.
And what is it called?
Agnetta.
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 Oh, I thought it was
part of their extracts line. Super high quality stuff.
Okay.
I thought it was Agenta.
No, it's Agnetta. There's actually an N.
Yeah, I wrote it incorrectly whenever I rewrote them.
This smells familiar.
Really?
Oh, it does. It smells like what
smells
is that?
Familiar.
Yeah, the extrait and what was that one that I told you, Ross? I would tell you whenever it came on sale on Venba. And I sent you the BDK Gris Charnel. It smells like BDK Gris Charnel.
I'm getting on the skin. You want to change that answer?
It's ambery, smoky.
I'm getting hints of. Is it Palo Santo in here? No.
Mm-mm. I'll reveal the notes momentarily. I want to see where you guys are going to go with this.
Smoke amber.
Definitely spicy. Definitely spicy.
It's definitely spice. A lot of it too.
Saffron?
No. Nutmeg, pepper, cardamom.
Okay.
Do you get any coffee? It's very cardamom heavy, by the way. That's the main spice.
No, it's very rich, warm, ambery, smoky, woody, a little bit like a lot of it's spicy. That's why
if you were to spray that on skin, you would get cardamom and coffee right away.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying that's where the coffee comes out. It's actually very straightforward. It's smoky, spicy coffee, and a little bit of this dense, dark wood smell.
You're right. On skin,
it's pretty simple.
What is the line here from 8 and Bob?
This is part of their Les Extraits collection. See how it says it right above where it says Agnetta?
I didn't know they had a
came out in 2022. These 50 mLs are pricey as shit. They're like $250.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Ross, you're right. You spray it on the skin and it doesn't smell like BDK Gris Charnel. It smells like coffee and cardamom.
Coffee and cardamom. It's the main things, man. It's beautiful. Grace loved it. I think she gave like a 9.5. I used it in a video with Justin and Grace when I first got it. She raved about it. It was one of her favorites of the whole trip because we did a bunch of content, and it was like top 3 of all the content we did. We did a lot of blind smelling rates.
God, it's nuts.
It's that, like when you said Gris Charnel, I'm like, y'all need to get that on the scan. There ain't nothing like Gris Charnel.
On the tester, it is though.
And I believe you. This is the breakdown and the disconnect of the test strip. That's the downside to test strips. You never get what the wearing experience is going to be like. They open up so much more on skin.
I like it a lot better on skin.
D, what you thinking?
I think it's cool.
Bishop, I appreciate the $5. Thank you, sir.
I get spices. Yeah, I think it's all right.
I think it's better than all right.
Yeah, because he don't have it on skin though, Randy. And I'm not saying you have to.
You know what? Yeah, yes, you did. You pretty much said I did.
No.
Hey, how about on my live yesterday? I ran out of spots to spray it, so I sprayed it on my palm. That was smelling.
I've done that, dude. I've had to do it where I had it here and had to spray by my thumb.
Yeah,
you know, I've done that a bunch of times.
Ran out of so many spaces.
Big difference. Yeah, it's loads of cardamom and pepper at the top.
Oh, I see that. I get this peppered spice.
Mm-hmm. You're sideways, Randy.
How'd that even happen?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely more.
You're back.
Okay. It's more for me to sit.
You're good, Randy. Yeah, it's much better on skin, man. It opens up so much more. It's very unimpressive on a test strip. Same thing had to happen with Grace. Like I was like, no, spray it on skin, and she fell in love with it on skin.
I still think it's good. I swear this DNA I've come across something not similar to this, but something in the vein of it.
That's fair.
I like it a lot.
Does it say?
According to it, doesn't have a similar to section, but people like Harrod, Leighton, and Baby Cat.
Oh no!
Supposedly, often also.
It's really, really good. It's really, really good.
It says on Fragrantica, the #1 most compared fragrance to it, Gris Charnel.
No shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I caught
really?
touches of it.
I don't think it smells like
touches of it in the opening. Yeah, it's really, really, it's really, really good. I can see why Ross is definitely a fan of this.
Oh yeah,
I could definitely see why this is definitely his style for sure.
For sure. That in cooler weather, that's the kind of stuff I gravitate to. Yeah, loads of spice.
For me, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Fair.
I'm way over that. I'm an 8.8.
8.8.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
If you would have asked me about that test strip, I would have said a 7. But that skin completely whenever it's a higher end fragrance, folks, test it on skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah, because designers, especially like mid-level stuff, it's going to be what it is. I mean, you will get more nuance on skin, but there's not really that much nuance with mid-level designers anyway.
Yep.
So, stuff like this, though, for sure.
Very good.
Well, D, we only got one left from you, sir.
Yes.
Rihanna
Bashat Ari.
Noted. I was not even about to try to book that.
I know nothing about this brand.
About this either.
Is it like is it Rihanna, like the person? Oh, Rihanna.
No, Middle Eastern house, Rihanna.
Aventus.
I knew you was gonna say that on paper.
K it out for Son.
A little bit of that, yeah. The pineapple spice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's more the direction.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting more of like a.
I agree.
Is there another one of those weird tropical fruits in this too?
Yes.
This is really good though.
Now the notes are extremely difficult to locate online.
It has a little bit of an ambery animalic tone. I don't know if I'm just getting that from the other fragrances, but I'm getting a little bit of an ambery animalic tone underneath it.
So it's very fresh and tropical, musky. It's kind of like a pineapple daiquiri.
I'm getting a lot of K Al for Son on this.
I'm getting a lot of K Al for Son too, but with depth though.
Yep. Yes.
It smells deeper. Like there's more
Yes.
going on than Kate Alfredson.
Yes.
Almost like Kate Alfredson Privé.
That actually that
That's a
is
good. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Yeah.
Because I'm getting like a vanilla coming through as well.
It's there. Vanilla is there.
This is real good. It's
Yes,
a nice
it is.
change of pace to
Mhm.
have this fruity fresh fragrance, you know?
Is
In the
this like a
summertime,
mango or something again? Or is
It's
it like
pineapple in there.
is there something else other than the pineapple, like a mango or a passion fruit or something?
They list mango and lychee.
Okay.
Okay, then. That's very fruity.
I like it.
It's very juicy.
Very
So-
juicy. Yes.
I wouldn't say it's a love for me. I would say it's something that I would wear occasionally,
Same.
but I think that it's a solid 7.5 for me.
I'm going to go with an 8. I like this. If you like Kate Alfredson, you will like this. You
Very
will
tropical.
definitely like this.
Yeah, I gave Kate out for Son a 7.5 for me as well. There's a little bit of an earthy tone to this that I also get from the Kate out for Son. That is why it made it a 7.5 for me. And I get the same thing from this, but I do like the pineapple from this.
I like this a lot. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
good.
on a beach day or like Ross said, a summer day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna need to look for a bottle of this. I'm sure it's not pricey because this is gonna be my kind of style right here.
It's not. You get around like 40, 45 bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely worth it.
I'm gonna end up with this.
But no one ever has talked about this online.
Really?
Except shout out Jeremy from the House of Colossus. He's the only other person I've seen discuss it.
This is fantastic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not like outstanding 9 out of 10. Oh my God. But for what it is a great fragrance. I definitely want to add this.
Summertime banger, man.
I would pick that up for $40 to $50, 100%.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Very seasonal.
We're going to.
Very seasonal.
Definitely
really
beach season.
Yeah. Very seasonal.
So Randy, we got 2. Which one we going with?
We're gonna get the comparison one out of the way, which is Noble Wood
From Dupont.
Noble Wood
by Saint Dupont, St. Dupont.
I've never even heard of this.
It's another fragrance that's similar to the one, the Versace Santal Boisé. It's about $100 cheaper. So I wanted to see what your guys' thoughts are.
Okay.
I see what you mean. It doesn't come across as spicy as Santal Bois to me.
Yeah, this one runs around the $50 to $60 mark, I believe.
It's the same. It's the same fragrance, but no spice.
Yeah, it's a lot like it's a straight creamy sandalwood type fragrance with a lot of amber underneath it.
It's very ambery, but it lacks some of this. To me, anyways, it lacks some of the spice of Versace Santal Bois. I think the Versace is better.
Yes,
you know the Versace is better. You would want
this is good. This is good. This is
right.
This comes off a bit cozy.
It's when I got the Santal Boisé, I got this at the exact same time. So I wanted you guys to have that same experience to try both of them and see what you thought about it.
It's a bit cozy. It's a bit cozy.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's one that, having smelled both around the same time, I wouldn't want this having smelled the Versace. I would want the Versace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, go ahead, Randy.
No, I completely agree. That's all I was just going to say.
This is
you're going to pay a lot more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is a night in with the wife, putting on a movie. Couple sprays.
Yeah, it's very cozy.
Popcorn going. Got a big blanket. Watching a good film.
Yeah, if you're a creamy sandalwood, ambery, vanilla type fan, and you just like a smooth, calming fragrance, then this is it. And the woodiness just comes through, and it's creamy and warm. And like he said, it's just cuddling up with somebody, and you want to spend $50. It's a really good take on that style of DNA.
They're comparing it to Oud Lemon Mint.
No, not at all.
No chance.
No, you crazy.
There it is. I'm looking at it. That Rock Bar Intense. I have that. That Rock Bar Wood Intense. That's what this is making me think of.
And see, I've never smelled that. I've heard great things though over the years.
It's really good. It's believe it or not, it's one of the few from Lattafa that Justin raves about.
Yeah, you're not gonna see Justin Copeland talk about Lattafa too often.
Well, he talks about Rock Bar Wood Intense. He talks about that one for sure.
I do like this quite a bit, but not as much as the Versace. I'm going to go with a 7.5 out of 10. I do think it's a very good fragrance, though.
Yeah, I'm going to drop it down one. I'm going to go 7 out of a 10. But but here's the thing. The Rock by Wood Intense smells better than this. So,
see,
this is really, really good.
I tried the Rogba before, and it was in the same realm. I do like that more than the Saint Dupont Noble Wood. But for the Versace, for me, the Versace, especially in the dry down, is better than all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure, Randy. For sure.
I totally agree.
It's good. 7 out of 10 for sure. It's good.
So
and is that not expensive? That's not as expensive as you said?
No, it's like it was $50 on Fragrance Net last time whenever I bought it. So
okay.
So with that said, I don't remember what the other two are that I sent you guys.
Here they're right here. Vanille Noir and Untamed My Greek Lover.
Oh, let's do that one. The Bishop just got excited when he heard that. Let's go with Untamed Parfums My Greek Lover.
I need to smell that.
Yep.
Because I done heard.
Dedrick got raved to on a stream with Jared about this one.
Yes, I did. Here we go.
And when I was setting up the decants, I was like, Jared didn't send you a decant. I texted him. Jared didn't send you a decant of My Greek Lover, did he? He said, nope. I said, okay, I'm gonna put that in this decant swap.
What does what does that remind me of?
I don't know. Tell me.
Oh yeah, fresh, clean,
citrus floral,
citrusy.
It has a powdery tone to it, almost like a. Go ahead.
It's a little tarty, like a little tarty.
This reminds me of I tried it a few weeks ago. Amouage Diamant, I believe, is what it was, and it had almost like a grape soda like vibe, but like I call it a flat grape soda.
In this. This white grape.
This is
the one.
Yeah.
So Parfumo doesn't have the correct notes, so I'm going to Untamed's website.
This is
so we
really
can
good
because it doesn't even list the quints or anything.
Dang. I gotta get it. Oh my god!
So this is pricey. This is high level raw materials, though, guys. Look, Jared with the $10 super chat. My Greek Lover is the deal.
Yes, it is.
So she started doing 50 mLs, so it's 170 for that, 130 for 30 ml. They're pricey. But boy, you're getting high level shit right here and original. So you're looking at lemon, bergamot, green grapes, herbs and spices, quince, fig, jasmine, orange blossom, cedar, cypress, pine, majestic musks, honey, and civet.
Oh, I definitely get that pine underneath it.
This is high quality shit, guys.
Yeah, it's really
she
good.
does phenomenal work. And this is my hands down favorite from Untamed.
All right, man.
Well, they said, "Oh, it's not pricey, not to me." Well, look, compared to other things that would, like, if you were to pour this in a mass marketed, traded brand, it'd be a $300 or $400 fragrance. It would be, but this is in-house perfumery, paperwork, the whole nine. Like it's no joke here with what she does. She does phenomenal work. I see Dedrick seems to love this. Talk to me some more, guys. Dedrick's having an orgasm over here.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for Dedrick to talk.
Yeah, this is a 9.5 out of 10.
I believe it.
I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10.
Not you think?
Nope.
It's okay.
This is right up my alley.
It's got that quince note, really stands out on skin. It's got that like lip puckering type of tarty with the white grapes.
It's tarty.
Yep.
It's like mouth watering.
It's
cool. It's soothing. It's calming. It's invigorating.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome work here.
Yeah, she does great.
And
work.
Again,
she's got some very unique stuff too. This is just the freshie that's like amazing to me.
Again, I feel the need to say this every time when we're dealing with these citrus, sharp fragrances, these musky green. Where I live, this is prime for where I live.
Mm-hmm.
This is just prime for where I can tell the quality.
High oil concentration.
Yeah, I'm getting a bottle of this, man.
So
I'm getting
King
a bottle of
Elias
it,
said it sent you into labor.
I really like this, Ross.
It's coming
Randy,
off
I
way
really
too
like this.
feminine for me.
Well, the florals do come out quite a bit. It's
And you
unisex,
know-
but it does lean a little feminine.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to florals, I told you florals are real hard for me. I mean, I've never been a huge fan of florals, and especially jasmine, even though that Tom Ford did something different for me. This one,
Oh my God.
for some reason, I keep coming back to that amouage that I tried, and it was the same exact thing. It was almost like a flat grape soda that was very feminine for me. But this one's a lot higher quality, and I actually like the smell of it, but I would never buy a bottle.
Not
or wear
something
it.
you would wear, though.
Yes.
Okay. Totally fair. So Randy, so we're done with Dedrick since we're not doing the spicy leather. So that leaves Imaginary Authors Saint Julep, which I've never tried, but I've always heard wonderful things about.
It is my favorite spring fragrance, but it doesn't have to be yours, obviously.
I've been told I would like it by several viewers over the years.
I'm just messed up over here.
Hey man, I'm glad you like it.
I'm just having a hard time right now.
So the whole point of this was we were trying to send some of our favorites to see what the others thought. That's
I'm
why
having a hard time.
we're hoping for high ratings and oh my gods and Dedrick giving birth and all that. Okay. Getting a lot of woodiness.
Woods green, a little spice.
I don't get a lot of spice, but I get very green and woodsy.
I get a freshy spicy that's tingling my nose right now.
It definitely has. It stings the nostrils.
That's the mint in the Grisolva.
What's the note? Grisolva.
It's sweet mint, tangerine, southern magnolia, bourbon, Grisolva, and then the imaginary notes are sugar cube and crushed ice.
The crushed ice accord and the mint, that makes sense.
On a summer evening?
This is a special mint, though.
On a summer evening?
So let me tell you. Let me tell you the story of this. So they have a story that goes along with each one of them. And the story of this is that there is a church that back in the day during the war, these people did not want to be part of the war. So they carried a church. They made a church and they carried it into the middle of a mint field and had a party with bourbon that they put sugar cubes in. And so they made the scent based on that aroma. It's supposed to be like a very sweet, sugary mint mixed together with a nice boozy undertone and a little bit of this tangerine that comes in.
Oh, man.
Pulled up 2017 release. Pretty highly rated. Sweet green, fresh citrus fruit, mint sugar, bourbon, whiskey, ice accord, southern magnolia, Grisolva. Is that how you said that?
Yeah.
Grisolva and tangerine.
This is good.
Very, very spring forward kind of fragrance. Right?
Yeah, this is spring specific
because it's so green.
Spring evening for me, sitting outside on somebody's patio.
Yeah, I had the perfume. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I had the perfumer on my live stream, and he said that this is one of his favorites and the best-selling one from their line.
This is
I believe
really
it's the best because this is the main one I've heard people say for me to try. So I'm not surprised.
This is really good. This is really good. I could definitely see myself outside, patio, spring evening, late afternoon, late evening, nighttime, eating a little Thai food with a nice glass of red wine. Okay. Nice glass of red wine.
It's one of my eight 9.5s in my collection.
Now I'm getting the feel that this might be a quick performer.
It is 4 hours.
According to John C, it's dope for the 30 minutes it lasts on skin.
Oh, I didn't see John say that. It's starting to fade pretty quickly, but 4 hours is all I need for a date night.
Yeah, I get about 2 hours.
I don't judge fragrances by their longevity and their heavy projectors or anything. How do I feel when I wear it? Do I like the way it smells when it's on me, even if it's for 2 or 3 hours? I'm cool with that. I'm all about the wearing experience. Now I try to, be in my situational awareness. And if I'm going to be gone, of course if it doesn't last, I'm not going to wear it if I'm going to be gone for 6-7 hours. But if I'm going to be close enough to the bottle, or if I'm going somewhere for a short period of time, I could totally get some real love and enjoyment out of a fragrance like this.
That's
This is
good.
great. This is 8.5 out of 10 for me. I quite
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I'm going to go 7.7 out of a 10 for me.
Oh.
Spring,
I like it a lot.
late evening, spring dinner. I can see myself on the patio, drop the tester, but it's really good.
So
I
this
like
is
that a lot.
specifically for Randy. Appreciate the super chat though.
I've tried Language of Glaciers. Yes, I really like that fragrance.
Language of Glaciers, cool name.
I like the
Yeah.
name. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they also have Memoirs of a Trespasser, Falling into the Sea, that also has lychee in it. That's really good. I almost sent you guys that one.
Members of a Trespasser. Okay.
Yeah, that's like
Interesting.
that's like a woody vanilla. But the Falling into the Sea is kind of like a tropical floral with a lemon tree and some lychee. It's a very tropical fragrance.
Ooh, lemon tree.
So
My
with
kind of
that
language.
said, oh, Randy got a text. Screen went black again.
Did you guys? Am I still here?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still here.
All
You're
right,
back.
somebody called me.
So with that said, we have one fragrance left. If you guys would like to do the honors, let everybody know what you got.
I believe this is Epico.
This is Epico Parfums Vanille Noir.
Yeah.
Vanille Noir. Let's see what we got. Ross usually has like a trick up his sleeve with more.
My bottle is right within arm's reach. I never
Yeah.
shelved this one. I
Let's
pull the
see.
cap and smell it all the time. Randy, if you want to look, I got the bottle right here.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to find a tester.
No worries.
Oh,
I just
that's a
wanted to
sick
show you.
bottle.
Yeah, the bottle's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I keep it within arm. I pull the cap and sniff it all the time.
All right. I didn't spray it on yet. Sorry, I was trying
So
to.
there's
find
a
tester.
chance that y'all either hate this or love this.
Super spicy.
Definitely spicy.
Cinnamon.
I don't think it's cinnamon. It's pepper.
There's like a clove cinnamon mixture here.
It might be that the black pepper is so strong.
It smells like a spicy Coke Icy.
That makes sense.
Huh.
You know those little like gummies? Those
Very artistic approach to this.
I love it.
I'm glad one of you do. I love it. 9.5 from me.
Yeah,
Is it mint in here?
There is clove though. No mint. It's a
Is
weird note breakdown. You'll see.
There's no
Tobacco?
cinnamon.
There is cinnamon.
Oh,
Tobacco?
There is no tobacco.
ginger.
There is ginger.
Oh, this is amazing.
It's very.
It's getting
complex.
better
Very
as it
smoky.
dries down. It's
I
getting better.
don't think y'all are getting the heavy smokiness because it's on a test strip because there's loads of different smoky notes here.
Well, I'm getting hella spice.
There's a lot of spice too. So this is bergamot, cardamom, cinnamon, citron, and ginger. Clove, coffee, divana, frankincense, guyakwood, gardenia, driftwood, frankincense, patchouli, tolu balsam, vanilla. So you have 1, 2, because clove can be a little smoky, but you got clove, guyakwood, and 2 different types of frankincense.
No pepper.
All smoky notes. And then you got ginger, cardamom, and cinnamon plus clove for all your different spices.
That Divana is coming off kind of like in Beach Hut Man.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's coming off.
This is actually dry, spicy, and very smoky, woodsy when you get it on skin. It blew my mind the first time I smelled it.
I bet this is killer in the cooler weather.
This is exactly what I wanted
this
Killian Born to Be Unforgettable to be. It's like that. This is like a spicy, like I said, like a spicy Coke Icy or some shit. I don't know. All I know is that I freaking love this.
Patrick said spray behind the kneecap. Shout out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we ain't playing with them. I'm all about that for sure.
Why am I getting Coke?
I don't know. Could be a couple of different things doing that to you because there's a lot of different things that you wouldn't think. When you look at this note breakdown, some things look out of place. Like you got driftwood here with citron and all these dark, heavy, spicy notes. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird. Gardenia is just hiding randomly in here. This bright white floral, you know.
The clove ginger mixture is coming off for me, at least on this thing.
It's one of the most well done uses of clove I've ever smelled, especially if you just, I hope at some point it doesn't have, obviously not tonight. I hope one of you want to revisit it and spray it one day on skin just to do some further testing so you can really see this one open up. Well, there you go. Let me know what you think.
The spices, the Divana, the vanilla.
This is my favorite one from all of these.
No
It's
shit.
this
Yep.
smells like this smells like a better version of Beach Hut, man.
It's if you got it on skin, I don't know if you would relate it to Beach Hut Man as much. Because it's really not all that green and galbanum and mint and stuff like that.
It's kind of funny you say that because I get almost zero green.
That's what I'm saying. There's not really all that green or anything to it.
I think it's that Divana, that flower. That's what I think I'm getting.
Divana is typically pretty sweet.
This is like 90% clove on me.
Oh shit.
No, and I know. I mean, like I'm just saying, I love the clove. Clove is one of my favorite spices, always has been, and I love it. I love this. I love this. You can't wear it for the next like 6 months, but I love it.
Yeah, it's useless for the foreseeable future.
It's almost like what I would.
Evenings in a climate controlled environment. You know?
It's
How
almost
much
like
is a
what I
bottle
would
of this run?
In the $200 range.
This is almost
Came
exactly
from
what I would
Fragopedia House.
expect, like a niche spice bomb to be.
In some ways, yeah, I totally get the relation. This is
great.
levels above Spice Bomb, though. This is a few levels above.
I get what you're saying, though. Yeah. I get what you're saying, though, Randy. Like
I get the tie-in.
A niche tie-in to Spice Bomb.
Yeah.
9.5.
Ooh,
that's what I gave it to
you, Randy.
That's what I gave it to.
I love it. I love it. It is amazing. I don't even remember the other fragrances I smelled tonight because that is just way too good.
Give it a little spritz on skin myself.
Yikes.
I already sprayed it on skin. It's
I get
really
that cola
freaking
vibe
good.
that you were talking about.
Yeah, the kind of, you know those little gummies?
Yes, the little Coca-Cola ones with the liquid, the little Coke bottle ones.
Yeah, like that stuff with like a crap ton of clove. It's just, I love it.
The spice and the smoke to this one, man. Shit.
It does smell really, really good. For me, it's kind of like that, you know, like Ross was saying earlier. I wouldn't be able to wear this much.
No, not for a while. This is shelved till it cools down. This is not warm weather.
It's super duper situational, so I'm going to take that into consideration as well. I love the artistry of the formula here. It's high quality. It smells really, really nice. I'm going to give it a 7.8 out of a 10. 7.8 out of a 10. I'm going to have to get this on skin.
I love it.
I'm taking it.
So I had somebody asking what's the price on it. So let me pull it up. Where's EP code?
Doesn't matter the price. I'm buying it.
Okay.
I need this fragrance.
Yeah, right around 200, 180 to 200. That's what the range is. Let's see how much this one specifically. Benny Noir is 180 for 100 milliliters.
I am buying this in October.
Do they have a discovery set?
Don't know. I don't think they do. Let's go to gifts. That's where they would be. Discovery sets. I don't think there's an Epico discovery set here. I could be wrong, though. Lark, top 10. Noble, The Gate. Label's good stuff. Let's see.
Oh, they have a lot of different. I'll check it out.
They try to have for most of the brands that they carry.
Okay.
I don't remember if they have. Yeah, I don't see Epico Parfums. But yeah, it's fantastic. So 180, Zach.
It's good. Pleasure. It's good. Very seasonal, situational for me, for sure.
This is a fall and winter home fucking run. If you like spicy or incense. Because it's very incense dominant. The Gaiac wood kind of plays a role with it. You have to like clove, like Randy was saying, though.
It's amazing.
You have to like clove.
I don't even know what to think. That's great.
Absolute banger, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad at least one of you like love it as much as I do. I'm right there we're eye to eye on this one, Randy.
This live stream will show you the difference in people's opinions. I mean, and it's just have a conversation about it. Don't argue. Just for anybody in the chat, there's so many people that like to argue until their point is heard. That person's not going to change their mind just because you yell at them.
Yeah, for sure. That's very true. Gentlemen, this was quite the collection of fragrances to sniff on, I gotta say. We definitely need to do this again. I'm always down to smell some stuff I've never smelled before.
Yeah, that was fun. You're making my wallet hurt right now, both of you.
Yeah. There's a few that I want to get. I just got to figure out what I'm gonna get first. Because man, I kind of really want to get the Versace Santal now, and that Rihanna fragrance. I'm definitely getting. And Bond number 9, New Harlem. While I love it, I'll just wear it home for the holidays. You know. But yeah,
Wow.
Narcosis didn't really strike me as special. I'm gonna have to wear that on skin. But
Man.
that's the most noteworthy in Saint Julep. Yeah, I could definitely get a bottle of that. And Imaginary Author is not all that expensive.
No, they're 90 some. I
saying,
think
they're
it's
not.
like 90 to 100. I know that they do discount codes every once in a while too. So I got that the exact same time that I got the Soleil Neige or Soleil Neige. 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So
tonight's
the name of the Rihanna fragrance is
Basat Al-Ri.
Basat Al. What's the last word?
Ri.
R-E-A-H.
R-E-E-H.
R-E-E-H. Basat, because I got chicken scratch cursive. So it's kind of
Yes, you do.
So you can tell we're not the younger generation. We write in cursive a lot of the times.
For me, the pickup right after the stream is Porthole, just because it's season for the season. But I have 3 other ones that I'm adding to my fall pickup list, and that is Noor, that one that we just tried, whatever that was.
Benny Noir from Epico.
Yeah. Benny Noir and what was the other one? Agenta or
Agnetta.
Yeah.
Agnetta. 8 and Bob Agnetta.
Yeah.
That one's pricey. That and Lamari Porthole are the priciest too. The priciest of the ones you mentioned you want to pick up. Those are over 200. Well, Vanny Noir 180. It's still all 3 of those are expensive. But ladies and gentlemen, fashionably late is the Nigerian giant Omos. It's nice of you.
Omos, what's up, man? What's up,
my man?
It's good, dude.
Glad you're able to make it through a little bit. We need to get him in on this.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We need to get him in on this one of these days. I know he'd have some fun with this. Do a little decant swap.
That'd be a nice 3-hour live stream.
TLTG and Omos tag team. Well, I already have a tag team partner. I can't tag with Jordan. I got my tag team partner right there, Jordan. The FWO. It's for life. You know?
For life.
Well, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging with us. We didn't stay at our peak. We hovered around the 140s here in the last stage of this. But
3 bottles.
What are some of your favorites, man?
3 bottles coming my way.
Which is
My Greek Lover.
Yeah,
it's happening. What's the other one called? Porthole.
Lamari Porthole.
Yep,
that's happening.
I'm glad we started off hot with that one. That was great.
That's happening.
The reaction we both gave, because I think that's the only fragrance where it was like a group consensus. Holy shit, this is amazing.
Yep.
And if the Lakers cash out my parlay tonight, I will be getting the Harrod's Roja Dove collaboration.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I've never smelled the women's, but the men's is incredible.
This is outstanding. I think everything tonight was really good. New Harlem is fire.
Oh god.
The Tom Ford is really, really good. Just very happy to be here tonight, man, and have a great have this chance to kick it with you guys and smell these beautiful, beautiful scents. I'm going to spend some time with all these and get this on skin and get these on skin and really spend some time. But I will say the Versace
Santal was it? Is that what it was?
Sorry, it is Boisé. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The dry down on this is exceptional.
Bois just when there's no E.
Yeah, did you check the dry down, Ross, of the Santal?
Really
I had went back to it whenever we smelled the Noble Wood.
You were on tester, that's right.
Oh, it is bad. It is getting better as it settles.
Yeah, the dry down is fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dry down is fire.
Also, check the
way earlier, King Elias.
And also check the dry down of Soleil Neige because that's not floral anymore. At least it shouldn't be. If you can find it.
I got it. I get rose. As soon as I smell it,
you still get rose. For me, it's
I get that Turkish rose.
Oh, I get way more rose now. Like it's way more than it was.
That must just be that must be a paper thing.
Test strip.
Yeah, because when it dries down for me, it's a really creamy sandalwood suntan lotion with a little bit of a floral.
I definitely get the sunscreen and stuff you're talking about here. But I also get it with, I mean, it's my kind of jam right here. I'd be down to get that. It was like 150, 160 for 50 ml. For Tom Ford, it's actually not bad at all.
Yeah, I got mine for 132 on Fragrance X once. I don't remember why I got that. It was they're using their code FX15, but yeah.
That code's still active after all these years?
It was. I didn't know. I don't use
code
Fragrance
back
X.
when I lived in Texas.
Yeah,
Fire.
it was 2 years ago. That's when I got the bottle. So
Some real bangers
Guys,
tonight.
we're hour 40. We had a nice little recap here right at the end. That kind of worked out. Anything you guys would like to share with the audience before we go? Randy, any closing thoughts?
no, just thank you very much, Ross and Dedrick, for having me and being on the channel and letting me test some fantastic. I mean, I did not expect to come into this and leave like with my socks knocked off, and I was.
That was my goal.
And that's exactly what happened here. I mean, I'm losing my mind as to like I said, that last fragrance completely made me forget all of them, and then I had to remember by smelling the porthole how great that was, and then I had to remember by smelling the Noor how great that was, because all of them, even the Harrods, was just, I mean, it's shockingly great. I didn't think I would have any over 9, and I had what, like 4 or 5.
I think so.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you, chat, for being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you, Ross, for having me on the channel. Dedrick, it's always a pleasure. Hopefully we can do this again. And I just appreciate it.
D, how about you, my man?
Had a great time. I've never smelled any of these fragrances. So I got to, indulge in some new things that piqued my interest highly. Appreciate the chat for coming through tonight. If you haven't hit that thumbs up already, hit that thumbs up. If you're watching the replay, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe button if you haven't already. My tag team partner, Ross, as always, it's always a blast for us to get together and do our thing. Randy, super dope guy, great energy. So just kind of glad to be here with you guys. And I had a great time. A lot of fun tonight, for sure. Look forward to doing it again.
So closing thoughts for me, when it comes to doing these decant swaps, if you see me doing designer, it was by design. I get so much cool shit when it comes to these niche offerings over the years that if I know they haven't tried stuff like, and I don't just mean the two of them, like anybody I do a decant swap with whenever I do this, I want them to like some of the stuff I deem special, like how Randy's talking about getting his socks knocked off. That's my goal. I wanted to send some shit that I hope they were like, oh my God, why has this got to be so expensive? I need a bottle. That's my goal. It's to get the experience. That's the fun of it for me. Sharing the experience. That's the true community aspect of this.
Yeah.
That we're trying to do our part in keeping alive. Because this community can jade you. There's a lot of shit in this community, but there's a lot of great in this community still as well.
For sure.
So I want to thank both of my guys here for coming hang with me. Both of their names are tagged at the top of the description. You'll see their name and it's blue. Click the link. Go check them out. If you like what you see, subscribe. Even if you don't like what you see, do me the favor, subscribe anyway. What the hell? You're here. You might as well, right?
Dedrick's having a post-orgasm up there.
You're giving birth to twins now.
Man. Yo, these are fire, man. Like these are
That's
fire.
what I wanted, man. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed them. I had some great experiences here today as well. I love doing this. I'm always down to sniff some stuff.
Yeah, fun time.
My favorite hobby. What's that?
I said the conversation's always the best, especially with YouTube. Yeah. I've always found it flows so naturally. You get some people on your channel. I don't know about you, but sometimes people come on the channel that it doesn't flow as naturally, but with YouTube, it's always just flowed super naturally. I love it. I love doing the decant swap. Yeah. I love just the conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
I echo that sentiment,
Same here, Randy, for sure.
So thank you, everybody who hung with us the whole time. Anybody that's just getting here, definitely check out the replay if you want to hear some of the stuff we had to say about these. I appreciate everybody. I really do. Make sure to hit the thumbs up before you leave this stream. Check out any recent content on any one of the 3 channels. Thank you to everybody that gave super chats. It's always greatly appreciated. It goes towards these constant fragrance buying hauls that I'm doing all the time. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. We will definitely be doing this again in the future. Y'all have a great rest of your evening.
Because when you're FWO, you're FWO 4.
I don't know what they're talking about.